Welcome to Casting Forward Outdoors.
Hello folks, Bret here, Casting Forward Outdoors, and we're on a beautiful home lake I go to when I get a chance, and we're going to try something ain't really different, something I've done before in the past in the old days of doing outdoors on Delta, but we're doing a little different because we're going to be drop shotting for brim. Well, the difference is, last time I've done this, I was dragging them through beds and spawning brim. We're into July now. A lot of these fish have went deeper, and I'm gonna try to find some suspended or even towards the bottom and go down and get them with a drop shot. So I've got some red worms here. We're gonna tie it on and see what happens. So y'all stay tuned right here on Casting Forward Outdoors. It's got some good old red worms. Got it Rocks Outfitters. Big red worms. We're gonna blob one of them on there and see what happens. You don't have to have fancy sonar to do it, but I'm going to be using my live scope to help find some of these. But you go to a point this time of year, any water it's deeper than 10 foot, you start dragging that on there, and if you find one, you're going to find more. That's been my experience. So let's see what happens. There he goes. What's another good one? That's a big shell cracker. Boy, he's bigger than the other one, I think. Oh, that's a big old, that is a Jim Dandy, son. I mean, a dandy. But I can lift this. Hey, it's so much fun. Man, it's pretty. See that? When I do that, I'm just going to reel it slow. Go feel the dead weight, set the hook, got him. See him coming up. That's how you do it. Oh, that's a good one. A good one. Well, he was suspended. About 12 foot of water. Big old brim there. Big old brim. How cool is that, huh? Snagged him out deep. The beauty of it, you can use this little drop shot hook with that little VMC. And if you do that, they don't swallow it. I'm gonna put him in a live well. And let's see if we can catch some more. Look at that. I got him moving. There's a wad of them up there. There he is. That's a good one. That's a good one. good one. You can do this all day long. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Look at that. He's not as big as them shell crackers I was catching last night. He's a good one. Good eater. Look at that. I want one of the big shell crackers. Ooh, big one going after it. There he is. Picked him out on live scope. Flew right on him. Oh, there he goes. A lot of times I'll just follow it down. That's a shell cracker, I believe. Yeah, he was off to himself. A lot of times they're off to themselves. Well, they're pretty fish. He ain't one of the giants that's in here, but he's a good one. Look at that. Just a good eater. Good eating size. Seems like they're in this deeper water. Like he's as big. Starting to act a little bit active now. Now he's decided to fight. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Biggest brim of the day. It's a true copper nose. That's a true copper nose bluegill. And they don't normally swallow it dry. He didn't swallow it. He took it deeper than a lot of them do. So I love about this drop shot, they don't hardly swallow it. He took it deeper than some, but look at that. Man, it's perfect. There he is. There he is. So much fun. That is so much fun. Just a good eater. Just a good eating fish. Ooh, he's warm. That water is warm. That's why they're deep. See that? Man, that's fun. He ain't as big as the rest of them. But you know what? I think he'll eat. Because I had 2 weights on my other one. And when it came off, and I just had the one, I started catching more fish, fell slower. So, and these red worms have a little natural buoyancy to them, so it slows your fall. Well, any worm probably does, but I know these worms here do. It falls just about right. I got one little old, probably a 32nd ounce sinker on there. All right. I've even downsized them more. This is a St. Croix panfish rod I've had for years. Really ultralight. I got 2-pound line on this baby. So if I catch one of them big old shell crackers, it's like bringing in a 5-pound bass. I love it though, it's so much fun. Man, that thing's quit pumping again. I'm gonna have to call B&B well drilling. If you're looking to get your farm well repaired or a new well put down, then look no further than B&B well drilling. They can install a pump or submersible turbine to fit the need of your farm. They can also lay underground pipe and risers to get your farm irrigation set up just the way you want. Next time you need a well drill or a pump repair, remember B&B Well Drilling in Corning, Arkansas.
Big Time Pizza and Bakery is a family-owned and operated business founded in 2022. You can dine in, take out, or have it delivered within 8 miles of the Rector city limits. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner options of pizzas, wings, hoagie sandwiches, nachos, salads, or a gift card for a future visit. So come on in and visit us anytime.
At Big Time Pizza and Bakery, don't just have a good time, have a big time.
Cox Lumber Company in Piggott, Arkansas has been serving the local community for their building and hardware needs since 1948. They have a great selection of lumber, doors, windows, and building materials. If they don't have it, they can special order over 75,000 hardware items. They also have free local delivery. Contact Tucker Myers or Jamie Parks for material estimates from a small project to a full construction of a new home. Serving the community for 70 years. Cox Lumber Company. Come by and see us today.
You imagine, we create at Unique Ink. Whether your small business needs custom branded merchandise or your family needs matching magical vacation shirts, we're here to serve all your printing needs. With a decade of experience and unmatched customer service, Unique Ink is your one-stop t-shirt shop. When you think custom anything, think Unique Ink. 1320 Red Wolf Boulevard in Jonesboro.
It wasn't long before my son Landen decided he'd come join the party.
Hey,
I heard Greg.
no, I do that one.
Look here, folks.
My drag is just so loose.
Picked him off a live scope.
My drag is so loose.
I know. Got him. Picking him off a live scope like it's going out of style.
This is a better one.
Is it? Keeper. Not a giant, but a keeper. These fish are we're out here in the deeper part of the water. We got on the shallower end and wasn't seeing as many. But we're finding wides of brim with sonar and live scope and pick them off about 20 foot deep. It's a lot of fun. This water temp, which it's cooled off a little last night because we got some rain. It's cool, but this water temp's still about 85. All those bluegills went deeper, that water's cooler. And it's like all of them, you still see a few on some beds. I think we had every time you have a full moon, that brings a few up, but 80-90% of these fish are out deep. One's skipping that one's good. There he is. Just like clockwork. Boy, he's like a good, I bet that's a big shell cracker.
Possible.
Caught that fish 17 foot deep. No, that's a big old orange-breasted brim. Man, that's a dandy. Filming. Casting forward outdoors too. Thought we'd do a little live. Oh, that's a dandy. Hey, go ahead and put in the live well.
Oh, live well?
Yeah, we may clean a few of these. We got a few in here. So the next morning I'm joined with my son Landon and his buddy Colin. And you've seen them on the show before, fishing their high school tournaments. And they want to get in on some of this fun as they love using live scope catching fish deep. And this is good practice too for the tournaments, to pinpoint these fish and try to hit them on the head with these drop shots. So check it out and watch these boys in action. There's what we're all throwing. I've just rigged that. That's a brim hook, and I've tied that hook on. And you can go anywhere from 6 to 12 inches below that hook in a drop shot. That's hard to beat. Holy boy, that's an old one. Get him over here with the camera. Found him. Found him. Well, that is a beautiful, old.
I think I got back.
For real?
This thing's staying down. No, it's a brim.
It's another big one. Here, let me get out of it.
Well,
That is a big one.
need some slack.
Wow, look at this baby. Golly. Folks, that right there is a certified dandy. Look at that thing. Beautiful fish. Look at the colors on that. That's an old warrior right there. Just all day long. 15-20 foot of water all day long.
Now it's time for this week's Casting for Christ segment.
Hello, y'all. I'm glad to be here. My name's Cliff Carter. Thank you, Bret, for inviting me out here to share a little word with you this morning, a little Devo. And we're here at the Mayo Ditch. And to a lot of y'all that grew up around here, this is a very familiar place. I was telling Bret before we got here, there's not one of these bridges between Mounds and Bluegill that I haven't swam at or been in. And when I was a child, we utilized every one of them, and it's just a special place. What I wanted to talk to you a little bit about was busy, how busy our lives are. I know that, you know, the Bible says that an idle mind is the devil's workshop, but it's what you fill your mind with, and the Bible also says to be still and know that I am God. And you know, there's between church, school, for all of you that have small children, you know, there's something to do every night if you want to. So life can get busy, and with farming, I mean, man, with what we're doing, trying to do for a living, things just get busy. I think Bret and I even talked this morning that we wanted to get here early because we're going to have a busy day. I mean, it's just, we can fill our life with busyness, and what the outdoors means to me is right over here to the east is the old St. Francis River, and my dad and his buddy Ronnie Jones and Kenneth Dowdy and all of his old buddies that's where I learned how to trot line fish and learned how to fish and spent a lot of time on that river. And in order for me, and each of us are different, but in order for me to escape that busyness and to slow down and to just actually reflect on God's goodness is a place like that, a place like this old ditch where I can just get on the water, relax, my mind just clears, and you know, some of the greatest prayers that we can ever pray aren't words that are spoken from us, but it's in our time of solitude and our be still place where God is speaking to us. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. I don't know where your be still place is. It may not be in the outdoors. It may be at a ball, wherever. It may be at a ball game, maybe somewhere where it's loud, but find your be still place. Slow down in this hectic world and just see and hear and feel God's goodness all around you. It's everywhere you look. All we have to do is open our eyes and see it. So that's my devotion for you today, is just to be still.
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the Caffeinated Cow.
At the Caffeinated Cow, they have 12 hand-dipped flavors of ice cream, milkshakes, root beer floats, and banana splits, as well as a full espresso bar serving up your favorite lattes, espresso shakes, affogatos, and drip coffee. Did I mention that all of their coffee is roasted right here in Rector at their very own roastery called Rawhide Coffee Company? So move on down to the Caffeinated Cow.
Looking for a new boat to run the rivers and lakes? Then look no further than Black River Boats in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Black River Boats specializes in custom building Blazer jet boats in just about any way you can imagine. They are an authorized Mercury dealer and offer top-notch sales and service of your Mercury outboard. They also carry many products to keep your boat looking and running good. So next time you're looking for a sweet custom-built jet boat to run the shallow rivers of our area, remember Black River Boats in Poplar Bluff, Missouri.
Since 1930, Piggott State Bank set out to share the true meaning of community. At Piggott State Bank, community is family, neighbors, and loyalty, planting a seed and helping it grow. They know our children are Clay County's future. Whether reading at the elementary school, sponsoring local library functions, or funding scholarships for higher education, they give their time and efforts wholeheartedly. Piggott State Bank. The White River Zig Jig, a tried and true jig that has been catching trout in the Ozarks and beyond for over 20 years. Unlike round or symmetrical shaped heads which fall straight down, the offset shape of the Zig Jig head creates a zigzag, back and forth action. The Zig Jig is a hand-tied marabou jig with a powder-coated head and a very sharp mustad hook. Also check out the crossfire rod that is perfectly designed for throwing all sizes of Zig Jigs. It can all be purchased at zigjig.com.
Do that, I'm just going to reel it slow till I feel the dead weight, set the hook, got him. Oh, it's a shell cracker. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when you get down to Bethel Church, it'll get wet again, according to my radar estimate. Oh. That's a good one.
The IBC, baby.
That's a good one.
Actually, I don't think it is.
You don't? Well, boy, he's acting like that. That's a dandy.
He swallowed it, though.
That's a good one. Here, folks. That's a Jim dandy.
I had to get a drink of my IBC and he swallowed the hook.
Yeah, sometimes that makes them bite. Folks, catching these big old brown, that's a big old, almost like a hybrid looking thing. Shell crackers, catch them out here deep, live scoping. And we're gonna let him go. We're gonna let him go. That is a big one. Woo.
Hey.
Wearing them out. I'm gonna show the folks at home. Oop. Let me get through here. I'm gonna show the folks at home what we're looking at. That's, most of them are brown. There's probably some bass amongst them, but you can see the water temp. It just cooled off a little, had a little rain. We're in a deep spot. These fish, if you look out here to the side, like right there, 12, 14, see here's your lines, 15, 18. You can see those fish are submitted from 12 to 20 feet deep. And we're just throwing we got them moving around. When they're moving around like that, they're active. We're throwing a worm in there, a little red worm, drop shot, just having a ball. Well, the next weekend we came back and got another good rain on the farm, and Landon brought 3 of his buddies this time, BK, Ben, and Colin, and they continued to hit the deep water brim.
Oh, yeah.
Look at here.
Oh, yeah.
BK, you got one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got another one.
Mine's a dang, BK. Man, I think mine's fish bait. That thing's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know me, I had to pick up a drop shot on a brush pile and see if I could catch a bass. And, well, lo and behold, I changed the direction of our brim fishing at this point here.
Holy! What's that? Are you bass fishing? Oh my lordy lord!
That makes sense. We can go swimming there too, I guess.
Of course, I've got all my
And
hooks.
Colin's got a bass.
What have you got, son? Finally caught a bass?
Yeah, he caught one. I didn't.
Oh, nice bass. Right there.
What have you got?
Holy cow.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
BK.
Hold on, we gotta get a picture of y'all's double. That's a dandy. BK's like on a roll here.
There you go.
Here. Where'd my phone go? It's in the floor, never Colin ever left me.
Oh.
Bishop's Florist in Campbell, Missouri has everything you need, from floral arrangements, gifts, and even tuxedos. Just ask Florist.
Hi, I'm Florist Gump. I'm at Bishop's Florist, 103 South Ash Street, Campbell, Missouri. I've run from coast to coast to find a place like this, and you'll love it too, just like Janie and Lieutenant Dan.
Bishop's Florist, 103 South Ash Street, Campbell, Missouri.
What started with our grandfather and continues in its 4th generation today, Glen Sane's history of quality sales, service, and strong personal relationships that have kept our customers and their families coming back for over 69 years.
From my grandpa to my dad to us, service after the sale is a big deal. Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Hey, do you need a new boat? Well, you'll have to look somewhere else. But if you've got one, come see us at Rocks Marine, now part of Rocks Outfitters. We can get you the best electronics since '87. Tired of getting skunked on tournament day? Come see us for a new Garmin LiveScope setup to make sure your tournament day is full of catches instead of heartbreak. The only NMEA certified marine electronics installer within 200 miles. Carpet service, electronics, and more. Rocks Marine will get you on the water again. I'm Carter Kaiser, and I approve this message.
Tackle Max Baits is an exciting new bait company that makes crazy realistic baits with proven fish catching action. With proven river baits like the centipede, a lifelike Helgramite, and the tried and true crawfish, we're introducing a new bait with one-of-a-kind lifelike action, the shark tail worm, the Tackle Max Fugitive Swim Bait, and the one-of-a-kind action of the Buzz Feed. To purchase these baits, visit TackleMax.com. Say 10 unless we see lightning real close and then we're going like
ASAP.
Straight out.
Oh yeah.
BK.
Look at him.
He's just casting in the back.
He's a lucky son of a gun.
Oh yeah. Here, I'll get it off for you. I got it.
Hard time.
Let me kiss the
Calling word, man.
What?
Oh yeah, Ben.
Hooray! Go Ben!
I got one.
Well, folks, we had a good couple hours, actually about an hour and a half's worth of fishing. We got a good mess here. Show the camera there, son. Good mess of brim here. Some good ones, got some shell crackers in there. We got just enough for supper, and just a great day out here in God's country, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big old pretty brim. Look at that. That's just right for supper. So, hey, get out there when it's dog days of summer. Fish are out to eat, water's hot, you can still catch them, you just gotta go deep for them. So I hope this helps you a little bit on catching some brim in the future. So until next time, I'm Bret Palmer.
I'm Landen Palmer.
And we'll see you next week on Casting Forward Outdoors. Just remember, keep it positive and cast it forward. We'll see you next week. God bless you.